Hello everyone, this is Paukshte Fashion Workshop. I remind you that we post new videos every day. Today we continue working with the sleeve. Last time we showed you how to make a slit and how to edge it with the bias binding. We've also prepared the cuffs. Today we're going to show you how to attach the cuffs to the sleeve details. First we need to pin the cuff to the sleeve. Be very attentive when doing it. Do not unfold the details. You can either tack or pin the details. You might want to make pleats or gathers here. They should be ready by this time. The details are pinned, so we can stitch them next. Make sure that you're doing everything accurately. Check if the bias binding is folded to the wrong side, and then start stitching. The width of the seam is 5 mm. As I've said, you can make gathers or pleats in the sleeve. They would look absolutely amazing. Such sleeves would look good made both of light and strong fabrics. Do not forget to make back stitches in the beginning and the end of the seams. Nataly has stitched the details. Next we need to iron them. Cut the extra threads and then iron the details. Be very careful when pressing. The seam should be directed towards the cuff. You should always be careful and attentive when ironing the details from the right side. This is how the cuff looks like now. It's unfolded. We've pressed the seam to the cuff side. This edge is also folded and pressed. We'll make a seam here later. But first, we need to edge these edges. If you make gathers or pleats, be very attentive when ironing the cuffs. Do not spoil the gathering. This is very important. Let's go back to the sewing machine. We need to stitch the edges. A loop should be located on the front side of the sleeve. Here it is. This is where we're going to make a loop. First, we need to edge the back side. To edge this detail, we need to fold the cuff face to face. Have a close look here. The both edges are directed to the cuff. Draw a line for stitching. Even though the seam is tiny, make back stitches in the beginning and the end of it. That's it. Cut the extra pieces. Next, we need to turn the angle right side out. One edge is ready. Be very attentive. Make sure that it's accurate. These lines should be absolutely straight. Next, we need to edge the second side. We're going to make an eyelet here. Draw a line for stitching. And attach an eyelet this way. It's very important to do it before stitching the cuff itself. Be very careful. It's a delicate work. The result will be worth it. Nataly fixed the eyelet. Next, we need to fold the sides of the cuff face to face. And then stitch this side. Do not forget about the back stitches. It's very important for the cuff and the slit to be on one level. Do not forget to cut the extra pieces from the seams. Next, we need to turn the cuff right side out. Very nice. Let's go back to the ironing desk. Iron the details carefully and attentively. Use a ruler to make sure that the cuff and the slits are accurate. The quality and general look of your garments depend on such small details. Iron the second side the same way. It's very important to be careful and attentive. The details are almost ready. Next, we need to tack the cuff once again and stitch it. Let's go back to the sewing machine. Nataly is taking the cuff. She is taken right in the ditch. The width of the seam on the wrong side is 1 mm. Be very attentive, please. It's very important to tack the cuff before stitching it. Don't be lazy. Handwork allows you making amazing high-quality garments. Nataly has tacked the cuff. Have a look at the right and the wrong sides. The width of the seam on the wrong side is 1 mm. Next, she is going to stitch it. Stitch right in the ditch on the face. The width of the seam on the wrong side should be just 1 mm. Be very accurate and attentive. Do not forget to make a back stitch. Have a look at the seam. It's very neat. We stitched right in the ditch on the right side, and the width of the seam on the wrong side is 1 millimeter. Remove the taken and cut the extra threads. Next, we need to attach a button here. When it's done, we'll iron the cuff. First, we need to mark the location of the button. As I've said, when the button is attached, we'll go to the ironing desk to iron the cuff once again. This is how the button should be attached. The button is pretty big, so you can see everything clearly. This is how the cuff looks like now. Let's go to the ironing desk. It's time for the final ironing. I like it that the cuff looks good both from the right and from the wrong sides. If you do everything just like we show you, you will also be able to make such amazing details. This is how the sleeve looks like now. It's very important to be accurate and attentive when you do such delicate work. We were glad to show you this technique. I really hope that you'll find this video useful. That's all for today. Be different and beautiful. We're Ira and Nataly. Buy our courses, subscribe to this channel, write comments, share the videos, press the like and the bell buttons. We would really appreciate your support. Thank you. Goodbye.